Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everybody's doing well. Yep, City Skylines. You didn't think I'd quit, did you? Probably. Okay, this is not me. I have to defend myself here. I started the game. I was actually hoping to find sandbox mode, and I didn't see it anywhere, so I just picked a new land. I figured what I would do is not necessarily record it, but practice making roads and just set down a few things and see why I lose money so quickly. So these are the settings I have. And nowhere does it say play in infinite mode. This just happened. And again, as this game always does, I don't know how it happens. It just did. I did not set it up this way. I wanted to set it up this way. And I couldn't do it. And I still don't know how to do roads. I just don't get it. So I have a phallic looking road there that I don't like. It's disgusting. Anyway. So since this happened, I thought, you know what? Why don't I just keep this running? I'll play the way I think I should be playing, and I'll just watch what the game is doing. And maybe that will tell me where I'm going wrong. Because even though it says infinite money, everything's unlocked. I don't know how that happened. I would like to find out, because there are times when I would like to play in infinite mode. And I didn't see a choice for it anywhere, so I don't know how this happened. I'll have to look into that as well. But as the game starts up, when you have your houses and your commercial and your industry installed, the money ticker will begin. And it remained in the red. So even if this hadn't been on infinite, I think the game would have done exactly as it did yesterday, which is to go bankrupt and die. The city would have gone bankrupt and died. So I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I hope anybody watching this will be kind enough to answer. Why can't I put my green, yellow, and blue squares down where I want them to go? Why do they have to just autofill? I don't like that. I don't want anything built on a main road. But when you go to put like houses or anything down, it autofills the whole thing, and I don't want that. And I don't know how to make it not do that. So it would be helpful to know how that works. I know there are a ton of mods for this game. As I mentioned in the previous video, I've been watching these for years. How-to videos and Let's Plays and Biffa's fixing things. And I mentioned it before, I'll say it again, I'm not knocking them. I'm not knocking them at all. I'm just not seeing it all. I'm not getting it even after all of that education, which is no surprise. I've been that way my whole life. Went to college twice and never got a degree. So, if someone could just tell me, you go here, you click this, and boom, it's fixed. You press this key or you hold down this and shift, and there, that's how it's done. No one tells me these things, and I don't know where to find them to be able to do them that way. So that's one of them. And then the other one, I thought you didn't need the power lines if you were in purple. If your area is in purple, it means they have power. And yet, I'm not getting the connections correctly. Or they disconnect for some reason, and I don't understand it. I mean, I figured it out here. Wait a minute, dummy. Just put down some more industry on the other side of the street. That should go purple. And then you hook it up. See, now that worked. But it doesn't work other times. And then road elevations was another one. Oh my gosh. It's not even easy in the SimCity 5 from EA. It's not easy to elevate and lower roads. And in this game, I have no idea what I'm doing. I think there are extra steps in the lower left-hand side. You see where the picking your cities and then picking your roads. And if you select roads, a few more options show up to the left of that. But it doesn't really work. I think what I'm really talking about is curving a road. I got it once and then I lost it. It might be here. But I wanted the road to curve. I selected curve on the roads thing. And it only went straight to the end. So I stopped. And then I went to get rid of it. And it curved. So I'm missing a step there as well. And another thing, I'm sorry I'm bothering everybody with all these questions. Why do I have to hit escape twice just to get out of something? Like, say I'm building a road. I'm done building the road. You hit escape, the road is still in your hand. So you hit escape again, and now it's clear. Why do you have to do that? Is there another way to unleash these without having to go through that two-step process? I'm curious. Oy. So, yes, my city's growing, and I get to do all of these fantastic things, but you will notice in red at the bottom there in the middle, the city is not making a dime. I don't get it if I have industry, commercial, and residential. Why is the city not making any money? How are you supposed to advance in the game if this is always the case? It's very frustrating and very confusing. Am I again missing a step? Is there something I'm not including here that does generate an income? Because I thought it was the houses, the commercial, and the industry that generated money. And I haven't. Yes, my roads are crooked. Everything looks horrible. I'm goofing around at this point. I'm just trying to get things up and running so I can see why I can't make any money at all. Question number what? 863 and a half? How do you get rid of the rocks and the trees that are in the way without killing them? You can't just move them? There's no way to do that other than just building over them? Because when you do build over it, it goes red, but it will let you place there. I'd rather be able to move them or shift them. There's nothing wrong with having a rock in somebody's yard. Why can't I have it that way? I'm lost. Very lost. So I am able to keep the city up and running, but I never make any money. And that's frustrating. I have to tell you, though, I'm excited about the fact that I actually get to do this again, though. That was a fluke. I'm telling you, this infinity thing, it was a fluke. When I went to start up the game, I went into settings and I'm like, okay, so where's sandbox mode? And I didn't see it anywhere. Nowhere at all. And I'm like, well, fine. And then I come into the game and it's in sandbox mode. I don't know how that happened. Oh, so maybe you could tell me in the comments. How did this happen? What was selected or deselected? I don't know. I think all I tweaked was the sound. And I got my little Tweety guy up there. I changed his face and I got him popping, but now I want to turn him off again because he's very annoying. But I thought if the Twitter guy was there, he might give me some hints. What's wrong? And no, they're not. So I screw around a little bit with the policies, which don't make any sense to me at all. It doesn't seem to make a difference whether you make money or not, whether you make the people happy or not. But they are there, and I figured I would try it. But there are those annoyances that are occurring that I would like to learn how to avoid. And the main one is having to fill up an entire strip with buildings. And then when I say, all right, fine, you do it your way, have it all green, I go back to that delete tool or remove, whatever it's called. I don't know. I had no idea. I could have swore I chose the bouncy castle. See, this is what I'm saying. You have to hit escape twice to get rid of whatever's in your hand. It's a waste of money and time. But anyway, I would set down like a whole strip of houses and they weren't where I wanted them to be. So I would go into the delete box and I would go to just get rid of the one area and the whole strip would be deleted. I don't understand that. I think that's a ridiculous game feature. So I'm obviously missing something. It shouldn't do that, and it is. I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. But I sure would like to figure out what happened to my park. What happened to my park? Did it get struck by lightning or something? Because there's no pollution in that area. So I'm going with the schools now. I figured I would give this a shot, see if maybe that would help make money, and no. You'll never see green in the bottom center bar there. It'll always be red. That's frustrating. And definitely by now in a vanilla game without this infinite symbol there, the game would have been over by now. I would have been bankrupt a long time ago for even being able to extend my city as far as I have, much less dumping all this stuff that I get for free. It's helping with happiness, and the guys like living here, but I'm not making a dime, and that is just throwing me. How am I not making any money? I really would like to know what I'm doing wrong. For once, I would like to play this game straight through, just to see how it works. And I can't. It's very sad. See, I don't like that feature. I want it turned off. I want to put the houses where I want them, not where the game wants them. I don't get it. It shouldn't be like that. But that's the way it is. So I noticed at this point that the garbage said it was at 50%, but it said something about needing a building to send the trash to? I don't ever remember seeing that. So we're going to work on that next time. I hope you don't mind. So I'm just building it up here a little bit. But I figure in the next one I'm just going to learn how to make roads. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. Yes, I'm struggling, but I hope you don't mind. Maybe you'll help me out. Like the video if you did, and subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves, and have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!